Beklememeye çalışın.
Evet, buyurun.
Selam, burası... affedersin, acaba Meredith Grey burada mı yaşıyor?
Kendisi işte. Ben Michael.
Selam, ben Nick, Seattle'dan bir arkadaşıyım.
Tamam, geldiğini ona iletirim, olur mu? Ona mesaj atsan daha iyi olur.
Evet.
Tamamdır.
Fantastic.
Geceliği 4200 lira.
Nasıl yani? Ben 8400 TL ödedim.
Trivago.
Peki ya sadakat programı fiyatımı kullanmak istersem?
Trivago'da o da var.
Trivago otel fiyatlarını karşılaştırarak %50'ye kadar tasarruf etmenizi sağlar. Otel mi? Trivago.
Şimdi Monster zamanı. Tüm kartlara peşin fiyatına 12 taksit fırsatıyla canavara sahip ol. Detaylar Monster deneyim mağazaları ve monsternotebook.com'da.
Congratulations. You did it. You're here. We didn't hire you for your grades. We hired you for your fight.
We didn't choose the place we came from.
Don't kill anyone or drop anything inside a patient.
Are you back?
I heard about the new class.
This just got super real. I see something in them. The spark. Yeah. The drive. The genius. They just need a chance.
Gonna be okay, okay, okay.
When she was 13 years old, Dame Helen Mirren saw a local production of Hamlet and was hooked. But her parents didn't approve of acting as a career, so at 18, without telling them, Mirren auditioned for the National Youth Theatre and was accepted.
I mean, I spend my life telling different stories. It's a part of my life.
Though she's been appearing on our screens for over 5 decades, Helen is perhaps best known for her portrayals of English royalty, and she's the only actress to have played both the current Queen Elizabeth as well as her mother, Elizabeth I.
They're always very good roles, queens.
She earned a BAFTA, a Golden Globe and an Oscar for her performance in 2006's The Queen, though it was quite daunting for the star.
It was the most frightening project to me. I mean, for all those reasons. Obviously, she's still alive. I think it's a no-win situation playing someone who's alive, because as good as you are, you'll never be a tenth as good as they are at being themselves. So you can't really win.
She may be good at playing royalty and an acclaimed Shakespearean actress, but Dame Helen also likes to try new things on screen, like co-starring with Bruce Willis as an aging but still badass sniper in the action comedy Red.
The reason I wanted to do the film was because it was so different from all the other work I've done. And you know, I really wanted to see if I could find an audience amongst people who don't go to see movies about Tolstoy.
And she's surprisingly funny too. In 2011, she matched wits with comedian Russell Brand in a remake of the 80s comedy Arthur, with Helen taking over the role created by acting legend Sir John Gielgud.
I thought before this movie maybe I'd study his performance and just reproduce it as closely as possible. But then I thought, no, I don't think I'll do that. I'm too lazy. And anyway, it's better just to make it my own.
The following year, as Alfred Hitchcock's wife Alma in the biopic Hitchcock, Mirren was able to draw on her own life because she's married to a director herself.
Well, it can be a problem, of course. Two artists together can be a huge problem. It can very easily slip into jealousy, antagonism, criticism. But I think that when it works, it's a wonderful thing.
2017 showed her versatility again as the acclaimed actress hit cinemas in two very different films. First, a small part in the action blockbuster Fate of the Furious. Then an intimate dramedy called The Leisure Seekers with Donald Sutherland as an aging couple heading out for one last road trip together. Helen, however, doesn't find the idea of such a trip so appealing in real life.
I realised as we were doing this movie, because we were parking in real, camper van campsites, actually, you're next to another van is like here. You're not in the beautiful, wild, open countryside. So actually, you're in a sort of little ghetto, really, of camper vans, aren't you?
And there was another two-handed acting showcase in 2019 opposite Sir Ian McKellen in The Good Liar. Mirren, it turns out, knows all about lying.
In relationships with people, you do sometimes have to lie. The classic thing is, darling, what do you think? And you don't, oh my God, that looks terrible, but I know she's just spent a fortune on it. So it looks lovely, darling, it's fabulous.
Is this a girlfriend you've got that we haven't been introduced?
Dame Helen Mirren is well past the age of retirement in most industries, but this legendary performer shows no signs of slowing down anytime soon.
I used to be a legend, so it's agreed. You'll be moving forward with this partnership.
My trio of popcorns! Simon?
Sorry, Liz.
Kenneth, just move!
I'm sorry, who are you?
I was asking myself that same question. He's the star.
This is amazing.
Having graced the world's most prestigious film events for over 50 years, this double Oscar winner still manages to look like $1 million on the red carpet these days. Of course, we're talking about the incomparable Jane Fonda. Knowing exactly what it takes to shine on the red carpet, the actress always proves age is nothing but a number. It's the Cannes Film Festival where Jane has really shown what she's capable of over the years. At the 2011 event, she rocked up in an off-the-shoulder navy blue gown, paired with a simple but luxurious sapphire necklace by Chopard. But that was just a teaser for the event's closing ceremony, where she received rave reviews in a show-stopping Mother of the Bride-style Emilio Pucci dress. Back in Cannes in 2012, Fonda hit the tapis rouge in a trio of classy outfits. First, a bronze Atelier Versace gown, later a classy black and white Stella McCartney number, and finally in a sparkling wine-red Roberto Cavalli dress. At 2013's Fest, she first stood out in a custom bright turquoise silk gown with cutout detail and Swarovski crystals, before later appearing in a vibrant fuchsia dress with matching nail polish. And we kind of had a flashback to 2011's Chopard necklace, this time neatly matching her pink gown. The following year, Jane strutted her stuff on the red carpet again, sporting a sparkling Bordeaux Elie Saab gown with see-through detailing on the festival's opening night. We bet Jane took some inspiration from Angelina Jolie for this look, as the actress, 38 years her junior, opted for an almost identical dress for the 2014 Academy Awards earlier that year. While visiting the French Riviera, Fonda also attended the annual Amphar Gala, wowing in a soft pink Versace number. The brand is obviously a favorite of Jane's, as we've seen her rocking many ensembles designed by the Italian fashion house over the years, from numerous times in Cannes to the Golden Globes in 2015, where she looked red hot in this pre-fall number. Returning to the French Riviera in May, Fonda went for a dramatic goth-inspired look from Schiaparelli, before going back to Versace, turning heads in this form-fitting blue dress with sexy side cutouts. For the 2016 Golden Globes, the timeless style icon opted for a long-sleeve Saint Laurent gown that featured heavy ruffled detailing. Finishing off the look, Jane pulled her hair into a classic updo and added some Chopard bling. 2017 was another busy fashion year for Fonda. Attending the Costume Designers Guild Awards in February, it was all about drama for the actress, wowing in this fabulous off-the-shoulder number. Switching things up at the Venice Film Festival, she went with a white Alberta Ferretti jumpsuit when arriving at the press conference for her movie Our Souls at Night. Then, rocking up to the big premiere later that day, she looked stunning in a heavily embellished dusty blue gown from Marchesa, with a Renee Calvilla clutch and Pomellato jewelry. And near the end of the year, Fonda made one more show-stopping appearance, turning up at the annual Art and Film Gala in a nude Gucci gown, with a black and green lace overlay and cold shoulders. Putting in one age-defying performance after another, there's no doubting the timeless style of Jane Fonda.
I knew what I was accepting when my passage out here was paid. To marry a man I'd never set eyes on before.
I like the look of you. We've waited 12 years for this.
You have been brought here as the property of your husband, and you will behave accordingly.
What if these men have been on their own for so long they're not men anymore?
If we are to be free, we must possess their minds, their souls.
Yıldız Tozu başlıyor.
Uçarı Gül ve Yaban'la adaylıkta kaldığı Oscar'ı evlilik hikayesiyle kazanan Laura Dern, Bruce Dern ve Diane Ladd gibi iki usta oyuncunun kızı olmanın avantajlarını iyi değerlendiren bir sanatçı. Yönetmen David Lynch ile 1986'da Mavi Kadife ile başlayan işbirliği, sonrasında Vahşi Duygular ve Inland Empire ile devam ederken, bağımsız yapımlardan gişe canavarlarına kadar uzanan geniş bir yelpazenin içinde seyreden filmlerde de gördük onu. 2005-2013 yılları arasında evli kaldığı müzisyen Ben Harper'dan 2 çocuğu olan oyuncu, Billy Bob Thornton ve Jeff Goldblum gibi aktörlerle yaşadığı ilişkilerle de hatırlanıyor. Adı sık sık yaşayan en iyi oyuncular arasında anılan Laura Dern'ün en sevdiği film, 1941 yapımı The Lady Eve. İdolleri ise klasik Hollywood'un yıldızlarından Katharine Hepburn, Barbara Stanwyck ve Lucille Ball.
I have no memories of how it started. I was born into the world that came after. For 9 years, the fighting continued with no end in sight. It wasn't exactly Earth anymore.
Is this St. Louis? Now we call it Defiance.
You all know what to do.
This town is worth fighting for.
Yıldız Tozu başlıyor.
Hollywood'un Afrika kökenli Amerikalı aktörleri arasında saygın bir yeri olan Laurence Fishburne, tabii ki en çok Matrix üçlemesindeki Morpheus karakteriyle hatırlanıyor. Ama ona tek Oscar adaylığını getiren Tina, Aşkın Bununla Ne İlgisi Var'daki Ike Turner performansını da unutmamak gerek. Yetenekleri çocukken keşfedilen oyuncu, henüz 10 yaşındayken Manhattan'daki küçük bir tiyatroda başlayan kariyerinde zirveye kadar ulaşmayı başarmış bir isim. Biri 2002-2018 yılları arasında evli kaldığı oyuncu Gina Torres'ten olmak üzere 3 çocuk sahibi olan Laurence Fishburne, mütemadiyen Samuel L. Jackson'la karıştırılmaktan kurtulamıyor bir türlü. Yan yana durduklarında bile birbirlerinin isimleriyle hitap edildikleri oluyormuş. Bir UNICEF elçisi olan aktör, çocukların eğitim ve sağlık sorunlarıyla ilgilenmeyi kendine amaç edinmiş bir hayırsever aynı zamanda.
In this episode of Zoom In, we take a spirited look at grassroots activism that moved and inspired change across America in the must-watch, eye-opening documentary, Crip Camp, A Disability Revolution.
The world always wants us dead. We live with that reality.
At the time, so many kids just like me were being sent to institutions. It was just a continual struggle.
Most disabled people, like myself, are unable to use public transportation.
We needed a civil rights law of our own.
President Obama and international disability rights leader Judy Heumann join the next generation of disability activists at the Crip Camp virtual experience as we celebrate the 30th anniversary of the Americans with Disabilities Act.
Welcome back, Crip Campers, and a huge hello to President Barack Obama.
Hello, everybody, and hello, Andrea. I was hoping to see if there were going to be any s'mores. I guess virtually that's hard to do.
Distributed by Netflix.
What, you want me to tell them what happened? Well, 2 people got cramps and they're spreading. We were all very hyper about it.
Production budget, $15 million.
I think one of the most beautiful things I learned about working on the project was this concept of universal design. And it's the idea that if you design something or you make something that works for all people, it's going to be better for everybody.
So you'll have us to thank for this.
Directed by Nicole Newnham and Jamie LeBret.
I wanted to be part of the world, but I didn't see anyone like me in it. I hear about a summer camp for the handicapped run by hippies. Somebody said you probably will smoke dope with the counselors, and I'm like, sign me up.
You wouldn't be picked to be on the team back home, but at Jeanette, you had to go up the back.
Even when we were that young, we helped empower each other. It was allowing us to recognize that the status quo is not what it needed to be.
It was so moving to us to see all these young people, teenagers at Camp Jeanette who left camp believing they could lead a worldwide movement, finding their voice and awakening to their power.
Bringing the Crip Camp story to life means so much to our community.
I mean, when Woodstock was happening, I remember being at my grandmother's listening on the transistor radio and saying, wish I could go, wish I could go, wish I could go. And then when I went to Jeanette, it was like, there I was in Woodstock. The music and the people. I just feel like these people are crazy, you know, I mean, in a good way.
Come to Camp Jeanette and find yourself, you know.
So lovely. That it was a utopia.
President Obama, I think that there's somebody that you wanted to bring in as well.
Somebody who has helped to make unbelievable change in this country and around the world, and who just happens to have been featured in Crip Camp.
We want